Religious leaders condemn foreign scholars' remarks on minorities. Religious leaders from various faiths gathered at the Lahore Press Club to denounce the inflammatory speeches of a foreign scholar. The scholar, invited for official engagements, allegedly made derogatory remarks against religious minorities, particularly Christianity, during lectures in various cities. The press conference was organised by the Catholic Church, the Church of Pakistan, and other minority religious communities. Leaders from Muslim, Christian, Hindu and Sikh communities called for action to stop such rhetoric, which threatens interfaith harmony in Pakistan. "We cannot allow anyone to spread hate against any religion," said Father James Channon, director of the Peace Centre. He emphasised that the scholar's accusations against Christianity violated Pakistan's constitution, which guarantees freedom of worship. The religious leaders urged the government to ban the scholar's entry, citing his history of making divisive speeches, which had led to his expulsion from several countries. They also condemned the scholar's offensive remarks about Christian women. The conference concluded with a strong call to action, urging the government to take steps to prevent future incidents and ensure that religious tolerance remains a core value in Pakistan. PHA Lahore sends first Christian employee on pilgrimage to Jordan. The Parks and Horticulture Authority, PHA Lahore, made a significant move by selecting its first Christian employee, Haroon Masih, for a fully paid religious visit to Jordan. Haroon, a gardener with 14 years of service, was chosen through a balloting process on October 15, 2024. This initiative, led by PHA Director General Mohammed Tahir Watu, marks the first time a Christian employee has been sponsored for a pilgrimage in PHA's history. Haroon expressed gratitude for the opportunity, sharing his excitement with his family, including his wife and 3 daughters. Sonny Michael, a junior clerk at PHA, noted the importance of this initiative for promoting religious tolerance and inclusion. Sonny emphasised that PHA had previously organised trips for Christian employees to local religious sites, but this visit to Jordan is a first. In case of an emergency preventing Haroon from travelling, Patras Marcy, another employee, was selected as a standby option. This move by PHA highlights its efforts to foster interfaith harmony and respect for religious diversity within the organisation. Pakistan Minorities Movement holds key meeting on minority rights in Lahore. On October 17, 2024, the Pakistan Minorities Movement held a significant meeting at Grand Millennium Hall, Lahore, to address the political and social challenges faced by minorities in Pakistan. The event, led by party founder Peter Charles Sahota, focused on securing the rights of religious minorities. Attendees included political and religious leaders, bishops, and community heads from various cities. They expressed their support for the movement's mission and manifesto, with participants committing to the cause. Key topics discussed were forced conversions, attacks on churches, and violence against Christian girls. The speakers criticised the continued inaction of political leaders in addressing these issues and called for immediate reforms to safeguard the constitutional rights of minorities. Sahota highlighted the rapid growth of the movement, with membership numbers rising into the thousands, and emphasised the need for solidarity among religious minorities. The event concluded with a commitment to continue advocating for the rights of minorities and pushing for political and legal reforms to ensure equality for all citizens. Blasphemy charges dropped against 2 Christian sisters. A Pakistani court has dropped blasphemy charges against 2 Christian sisters, Saima and Sonia, who were accused of blasphemy 2 months ago, charged under sections 295B and 497(2) of the Pakistan Penal Code. The sisters were accused of discarding a sack containing Quranic pages. After a thorough review, the court exonerated them of all charges. Saima, 39, a health worker, and Sonia, 32, a former teacher, consistently denied the accusations, maintaining respect for all religious texts. Their lawyer argued that the charges were fabricated due to personal disputes. The case dismissal highlights the ongoing concerns over Pakistan's blasphemy laws and their impact on religious minorities. Gujranwala Christian farmers survive gunfire, assault by armed mob. A Christian family in Kot Sadullah, Gujranwala, narrowly escaped a violent attack by a Muslim mob on October 10, 2024. The family was harvesting crops when armed men, led by Muhammad Yaqub, opened fire on their machinery, damaging the harvester and parts of the rice crop. No injuries were reported, but the machine sustained severe damage. According to Ijaz Masih, the attack resulted from a personal dispute with Yaqub. The attackers fired blindly, damaging the harvester's cabin and tyres, causing losses amounting to 900,000 Pakistani rupees. Masih reported the attack to local police, who arrived at the scene to collect evidence. However, no FIR has been registered yet. Masih's family, one of the few Christian families in the predominantly Muslim village, has been farming the land for 5 years. They are calling for justice and protection from further attacks. Call for amendments to blasphemy laws and fair investigations. Ijaz Alam Augustine, a former human rights minister and current member of the Provincial Assembly, has called for reforms to Pakistan's blasphemy laws and for fair investigations into such cases. Speaking on the World Day Against the Death Penalty, Augustine urged the government to amend the death penalty law and release innocent individuals wrongfully imprisoned under false blasphemy charges. Augustine highlighted the global trend of abolishing the death penalty, contrasting this with Pakistan's struggles. He pointed out that false accusations under blasphemy laws remain a major issue, often leading to mob violence, as seen in the recent Gujranwala incident. Despite numerous cases being proven false, he said, the accusers are rarely held accountable. The event, attended by religious leaders, lawyers and civil society members, also addressed the challenge of securing justice for those falsely accused. Arnie Arthur, head of the social organisation Redemption, noted that over 3,000 individuals are currently imprisoned due to false blasphemy charges, and many cases go unheard by the judiciary. The speakers demanded reforms to ensure fair trials and stricter measures against those who misuse blasphemy laws for personal gain. Church dispute sparks Holy Communion disruption in Gujranwala. An unsettling incident at the Cathedral Church in Gujranwala, Faisalabad, on October 6, 2024, has raised concerns about the sanctity of Christian worship practices. During a Sunday service, Vicar Pastor Isaac J. William halted the Holy Communion, targeting members of the congregation, including Mr. and Mrs. Nayar Das. The vicar claimed they violated the church's sanctity and announced it would be the last time he offered them communion. The incident escalated when church committee member Anwar Sharif Matu, along with his armed son Shiraz, threatened protesters, creating widespread fear in the congregation. Elders intervened, ensuring the Das family's safety. The dispute, which has shaken the church, stems from unresolved tensions between church leadership and the congregation. Pastor Isaac explained his decision to withhold communion, stating that concerns were raised over allowing those under disciplinary action or with remarriages to participate in the sacrament. The controversy has sparked a larger debate within the Christian community over the management of the Diocese of Faisalabad. As both sides grapple with these tensions, efforts to restore peace and trust remain crucial for the Church's future.